another American who stole the headlines today when it comes to the slopes. When the color is gold, what else do you expect? What can you tell us about Jamie Anderson?
Well, she won the gold medal in the first ever women's Olympic slopestyle event, following by one day American victory in the first ever men's Olympic slopestyle event. That was 20-year-old Sage Katzenberg. Jamie Anderson is a 23-year-old, a relative veteran. She is from South Lake Tahoe, California. She just won the silver in this event in the most recent Winter X Games, and it is a very convincing victory for her. She was one of the favorites coming into the event. The American sweeping slopestyle, first time it's ever been contested at the Olympics. I gotta tell you, Jade, I was thinking about this 19 years ago. I was at the first X Games in Rhode Island, and if you told me then that that event would have spawned what we now see in the Winter Olympics, I wouldn't have believed it. But the U.S. has 2 gold medals because of this new event, 2 young, exciting champions, and it's put the U.S. on top of the gold medal leaderboard for now.
Of course, Bode
one
Miller.
thing I did want to say, though, about slopestyle. I'm sorry, Jade. Jenny Jones won the bronze for Great Britain, and she becomes the first British athlete ever to win a medal on snow. A bunch of British athletes have won medals in ice events, hockey, skating. This is the first time ever Jenny Jones, who won the bronze behind Jamie Anderson, first Brit ever to win a medal on snow, for what it's worth.
You know what? Whenever we have you on, Jeremy, I always feel like I learned something. It's a great experience. Of course, Bode Miller would have liked to up the medal count, the gold medal count for the U.S. Instead, he's not even close here. What went wrong for Bode Miller?
Well, you know, it's funny because Bode Miller is saying nothing really went wrong that he can pinpoint. He said sometimes you ski a very good race and the clock is not representative of the way that you skied. Now, remember, this is a sport of hundredths of a second. He finished 8th, but that was only 0.49 seconds behind the gold medalist, 23-year-old Matthias Meyer from Austria. Now, Miller was ahead of Meyer's pace at the top of the course, and he slowed down considerably in the middle and at the bottom. As you said earlier, the conditions weren't the same as they had been in the training runs. Now, Miller is 36. This is his 5th Olympics. He was considered one of the favorites because he had skied so well in the training runs. Meyer had skied very well in the training runs as well. Miller said afterwards, look at everyone. Everyone's making mistakes in the middle of the course, losing 0.5 of a second, which is the exact margin by which he lost. I didn't make many mistakes at the bottom, and I still lost a ton of time. He's saying he didn't make mistakes. The U.S. Alpine coach, though, said he did make a mistake. His teammates are saying he did make a mistake, that he skied wide of his intended line, and that's probably because visibility isn't what it was earlier. As far as Meyer is concerned, this is a total surprise. He's never finished higher than 5th in a World Cup downhill. He is the son of 1988 Super G silver medalist Helmut Meyer, and he's the 7th Austrian man ever to win the Olympic downhill. You know, alpine skiers in Austria are like movie stars or NFL quarterbacks in the U.S. It's as big as it gets, and he adds his name to that storied list of great Austrian downhill specialists that goes all the way back to Tony Seiler in Cortina, Franz Klammer in Innsbruck, Karl Schranz before that, Leonard Stock, the surprise winner in 1980. 12 years, though, since the last Austrian man won the Olympic downhill. That's an eternity in Austria as far as they're concerned. That was Fritz Strobel. This is a surprise, though, on a par with what Jean-Luc Chrétien did in Nagano in 1998, his only world downhill victory, World Cup, World Championships, Olympics. Big surprise. Meyer thought maybe he'd do this in 4 years, but he wins here. #1 gold medal. He is a hero in perpetuity in his homeland.
Yeah, they are celebrating there. Bode Miller hopes that he will be able to do some of the same. He still has 2 more chances to medal at the Games in the Super G and the Super Combined.